Okay, so for this next part of the brow section, I'm kind of making it up as I go, but I kind of see the pattern in my head. We'll see if it works out. So far you should have this done. We're going to go ahead and make the brow part. I kind of thought about it, of how I wanted it to look. We're going to start from up here, these two pegs, so make sure that your configuration is just like this, okay? We're gonna put double bands in your blue skin tone color, whichever one your color Blastoise is, and then make two V's, upside down V's on top. From there, we're gonna extend it from the outside parts. So you should have this so far. And after that, we're gonna go down once on both sides. Actually, no, not yet. Sorry. We need to make our pattern right here. We're gonna make a diamond here, and then a diamond here. And now we need to close up another section here. First, the outside ones, and then right here, and close that off. So you should have two diamonds next to each other. And now we're gonna go ahead and go down inside here, go down inside here, and close that off on both sides. Just close that gap. You're going to create another zigzag here, so both sides, add them right there, and now close those with double bands also. And actually, yeah, that worked out. Now we're gonna go again right here on the inside. So now we need to go out here, extend that part, and the other side also, right there. And now the ones that go in here, right there. You need a set of bands to extend that part, and then over here on this side, extend that right there. Now close this gap. So starting from the outside, on the outside right here, and now do the inside ones. This one, and this one. Okay, so now we just did that. And now we're going to go down one more time. In the inside. And we're gonna do the zigzag again. So from this side, and then this side, and then close that up, close this one up, and then close this one up, and close this part up. Now we need to go down right here on both sides. So down on these, and now we're gonna go ahead and go all the way to the inside, okay, to the middle point. So work your way there. Now we're in the middle. So now on this side, work your way to the middle. Okay. Okay, now from here we're gonna work our way down to the middle point right here. So we're gonna go do this zigzag, but before we get to this point I'm gonna show you something a little bit different. So let's work our way from the outside first by going downwards in an angle, then upwards on both sides, then downwards again, and now before we close this up, you're going to grab instead one band, you're going to cap it and use it instead of the double bands. So again, on this one you're also going to grab one band, cap it, and put it right there instead of the double band. Now let's go start from here, from this point, and we're going to go in and then up on both sides with double bands. Double bands, okay? And then go up, and then go up. Now we're going to go down with double bands. Actually, no, sorry. Sorry. It's actually going to be again one band, and cap it, and close that up. One band, cap it, close it up, right there. Okay, now we're going to start from here and go down with double bands on both sides. And there goes my light again. So again, down on both sides. And now right here, cap bands. And cap band. This is going to be strenuous, okay? So you want to be careful. Now here, it'll be just regular double bands. Okay, this next part, I'm hoping it's gonna work. I haven't actually tried it. So let's see. First we need our cap band right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and oh, actually no, we're not gonna need, because we have our upper jaw that we're gonna connect. So we first are going to grab the middle one where our nose is being connected at. You're going to grab your hook, make sure you're going through all your bands. Okay, so you can see that I'm going through all the bands. I'm just gonna take off that slip knot because it's just gonna get in my way. Okay, so now that I have that one that's right in the middle, we're going to attach it right there, but I just want to make sure that this is correct. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just attach it plain, just like this. We're not going to turn this upside down or anything. it's gonna be a little tough because your jaw is upward, so it might try to come out as it already did with me. So it's gonna want to come out of the pegs. So you're gonna have to loom fast. So I'm gonna just try to move it out of the way so you guys can see. Okay. Now that I have it right there, be very careful. Okay, so you're gonna want to loop fast. So just loop these two first. Be careful that it doesn't come out. So just loop these. That's all for now, okay? Alright. Now I know it's not gonna go anywhere because these are already holding onto it. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay it there for now. Okay, this next part, I'm actually gonna need the assistance of one band. And I'm going to wrap it around my hook twice, so it goes 3 times. Now that I have it right there going 3 times, I'm going to go in here, loop only this one that goes to the inside, loop it, and now this one, these two, before I connect it here, I'm going to transfer these bands onto it and put it on the peg. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing over here, grab another band, wrap it around so it goes 3 times. You're going to grab the first 2 bands, they go in here, put them on the middle. Now grab these and transfer these onto these bands, and now put this on the peg. Okay, and that's it. Now we're going to go ahead and do the middle ones. Grab the first 2. For me, they go this direction. The next 2 this direction. These are tight, remember, because they're all capped bands, so be careful. Right here, you're gonna grab the ones that go to the inside, and now we need another band. Wrap it around so it goes 3 times over, and you're gonna again put it on this outside one right there. Now right here, do the same thing. You're gonna go in, grab the first 2, they go inside, grab another band, wrap it around, and then add it on and put it on your peg. Okay, so now we're gonna do these 2. We're gonna go and do the ones that go to the inside, which are capped, so be careful. There's a lot of pressure right there. And then do the ones that go to the outside right here, go back inside here, and then grab the next 2, and there we go. And then you're gonna do these. So you're gonna grab first the ones that go to the inside. You're gonna grab again another band, wrap it around your hook, and do these. And now this side, do the one that goes to the inside. Now you're gonna do this one, but grab a band, wrap it around, and put it on there. Okay. Now the middle one right here. Yeah. These are next, and then these. Okay. So now I need to do these. The ones that go on the inside. And then go back in here, grab these. Now this side. Do the ones that go on the inside. And then these. Okay, now right here, I need to grab the ones that go to the inside. And one last time, we have to grab another band. I'm trying to grab the prettiest ones. And then wrap it around your hook. And there we go. And the other side right here. And then again wrap it around your hook. And then do these. Put them on. Alright. And now let's go back in here on these two. We're gonna go ahead and do those. And then this one goes up. Now this one. And then up. Okay. Alright, now these right here. Now these right here. Now these right here. And now these right here. And then the ones inside. Oh, actually, let's go do this side now. Now these. Okay. Now the ones inside right here. And then up. And then this one. Okay. Now over here, the ones inside. The ones that go up. And this one. Okay. Now these right here. Then these. Now this side. Now right here, the ones that go inside, and then up. On this side, the ones that go inside. Let me put this back on around my pad. There we go. And the ones that go up. Now back over here, the ones that go to the inside, and the ones that go outward. Go back over here, this side, the ones that go to the inside, and then the ones that go to the out. Okay, now right here, the ones that go up this direction, and then the ones that go out. And then this one, let's go ahead and just finish this side completely. So now over here, and then this one. So we're gonna close it off right here on these 2 points. Okay, So these have all been loomed. Now we're gonna go finish this side. So this one, you want to go towards this direction, and then the bottom two that go here, and then these, then these, and finally the side. Okay, right here we need another set of slip knots. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take it off our loom. Be careful with this part because your upper jaw is connected there. Let's take out the corners first. Alright, so it's inverted. We wanted we wanted this version, so we're gonna have to push everything outward so it inverts the other way. Let's go ahead and be careful right here. You don't want to pull too much right there, because these are all tight bands. And actually, cool. And actually, they come out. So happy about that. So just, you want to create Blastoise brow expression, so make sure that you shape it in the correct form. So these are Blastoise brows. So keep shaping it until you get them to how you desire. And there we go. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright. I'm liking how it's coming out. It's definitely a lot better, and there goes my tongue, but no worries. So I just kind of want to see how it's looking. Alright. Cool. The next part, we're just going to go ahead and do the inside part. We're going to connect everything on there, and we're going to keep working our way down. Let's make the ears. We're going to need some blue and some black. That's a lot of black, but whatever. I'm not going to need all of it. Okay. Now, in order to be able to create the ears, we're going to do from the base of the ear up to the point. And we're going to be needing double bands first. Going right here first. Let's do the borders. And then we need to... We're going to go ahead and do our transition bands. And if you watched my Charizard video on how to be able to do the wings, then this should be familiar, or also the Pikasaur video should look very familiar. We're going to be grabbing both your black and your Blastoise skin color. You're going to be putting one band through it. You're going to flip that color over and then grab it like that. So now it's like so. And now you're going to grab that part, that black part, and stretch it over. So now you have a dual side, one blue and one black. The black part is going to go in the middle. The blue part is going to go on the outside, like so. Okay, let's go ahead and do it again. We're going to be grabbing again. I'm gonna flip the black one over and pinch it on one side, so now it's like that. And now I'm gonna grab that blue one, pull it out, and now I have that. Again, I'm gonna put the black one over here towards the middle and put the blue one on this peg over here, and I want to make sure that it's evenly distributed in half, just like that. We're gonna do this 2 more times. So again, go ahead and grab and make your duotone. And now your black one, since you're gonna be flipping from here over, your black one has to be in the bottom and your blue has to be in the top. Make sure that they're still evenly half. One last time, go ahead and grab both of your colors, fuse them to make your transition band. And again, your black is going to be in the bottom, your blue up the top. Oh. There we go. And right in half. Okay, now we have that. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of our border. For these parts, we're going to be needing again double bands. And right here. And then double bands here and double bands here to close it off. You're going to need a cap band right here to make your holding triangle, and then 2 bands right here. There were 2 bands, and blue also. Alright, there's one ear. Now we're gonna make the other ear. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on this side. Do the exact same thing. So you want 2 blues, and here, 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 and now I'm gonna go ahead and make my transition bands. One more. And now to finish it off by closing off the point with my blues. I need a cap band. And 2 bands. Alright, and now I'm going to need a cap band here and a cap band here going around 4 times. So I'm just going to cap that. And then flip it over 1 more time, so now it's going around 4 times. Another one here. Cap that. Go around 1 more time. And now it's going around 4 times. Let's go ahead and loop that up. when you loop up the middle, you want to make sure that only the black is being looped up and the blue stays on the back. What I mean is that you see how there's a little bit of black showing back there? I want to pull that until it's fully on top and the blue is now on the bottom. That makes it a lot cleaner. So now let's loop that one up. Same thing. Now this one. Oh, grab the wrong one. There you go. So again, go ahead and fix it. And then this one. There we go. Now my blues are in the bottom. Now let's finish off our sides. And this side. Now this one. Same thing. Go inside your cap band. Loop up the first two. Next, blue ones. And finally the black ones in the bottom. Okay. Now go ahead and keep working your way up. And adjust until they're up to your liking. That one came out good. Now this one. All right. At this point, I'm going to use two bands and then add them on here and then slip knot those two bands. So I'm going to go ahead and put the two bands through, clamp it with my hook, grab a slip knot. I should have done these extensions before. Sorry. Oh well. And slip knot those. Grab again two bands of blue. Grab it from here. Whoops. No. What did I do? We're not slipping these. There we go. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just attach them at the end. Okay, and now I'm going to put a slip knot on there. Let's try that again. I'll make sure I grab all. Now these. I need a slip knot. And the other side. Grab the two bands and then put a slip knot on those. Now I'm going to take it off my peg. So there's one ear, so adjust. So that way your black is in the middle and your blue stays on the other side. Adjust this one also, stretch it. Your blue is still on the other side and your black is now in the middle. There's your ears. If you want to go ahead and just really quickly they're gonna go right here on these notches. Alright, perfect. Okay. Okay, in this section we're going to go ahead and create the rest of the head to put together. We're going to be putting the ears and attaching them to our head, and then creating our eyes and attaching the rest of our snout. Alright. Hope you still have your configuration like this with the 3 looms. We're going to start with the back. We're going to be using double bands again, and doing the same type of patterning as we did before, just to create that. So the first thing is to, let's start with 2 bands, and we're going to put 2 in the middle, actually right here. And then we're going to go ahead and create our border along as we go down. So make your arrow. And I'm going to do my outside border continuing. And then go ahead and put your middle ones. It doesn't matter which ones go first, as long as they're, because this part is not going to be shown much. Now, again, do the outside. And then work your way in. All right. And the outside again. Work your way in. Around the middle. Now we're going to go downwards. So and then work your way in. And work your way in again. Fell. So put it back on. There we go. All right, down again. And work your way in. I'm still using this design even though we're not going to see much of it. Just because I wanted to just stay within the frame, and besides we're not going to need holding bands in the middle. That's why it's that much easier. And at this point you should be already pretty familiar with it. So again, work your way in from the bottom. All right, another section down. Just going to continue right here on this one. Okay. Now we're going to go in, then in, continue working your way in. Okay. Now that you're all filled in, you're going to go in from here, not the outside, but the inside ones, and go in again. Like that. And then continue filling to the middle. Alright. I think that is good. Alright. The next part is to grab your brow, okay, with your snout, and we're going to be attaching it from back here. We're going to be going from this part where it's protruding out here and out here. So we're going to be mostly connecting it from this part. Okay. So then that means that this section will be connected to this section here. Right, because the eyes will be going right here. So we don't want anything to stand in the way. The ears we'll go ahead and attach as we keep working our way up from here. So in order to do this, you're going to have your your brow like this, kind of tilted back so you can see where we're going to add this. Let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. You guys can be able to focus more. From here, I think it might be best if I put in a cap band, because this will be a little bit harder. So let's go ahead and put in a cap band right here. So grab one, put it around 4 times. That's 4. First thing I want to do is go ahead and loop that, and then that one. Those two have been looped. So they would have been connected to this part on the inside, which is right here. All right, but there's nothing really to connect them with. So we're just gonna go ahead and continue putting right there. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is, if you guys did it the same way that I did, there are these bands right here and right here. These, hopefully you have these that come towards the inside. Those are going to be used. You're going to grab one and put them it's going to be a little bit hard, so you're going to stretch it over the peg right here, and the other one, make sure you look for it. So let me tilt it so you guys can see a little bit. Alright, so this one, it's going to go right here. Alright. Alright, this is going to be a little bit hard, so we might have to do one at a time. So let's go ahead and just grab one. I'm just going to go ahead and do this side first. So now that I have it on my hook, I'm going to put it on here. Come on. Once it's on there, go ahead and loop the first band, which should be going this direction. Alright. Has some fortitude right there. I'm going to grab the next one. And this one goes up to the middle. And then the last one goes over here. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this side. So I can see it's this one. This one right here. Because there's my middle. So it's this band. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to grab the first band. Just this one. It's coming off. I do not want it to come off. There we go. There we go. Now you're going to grab the next one. Do those to the middle. Right there. And the next one. Okay. So now that it's secured, it should be looking like that. This part, I'm going to go ahead and loop. And that's it, just right there. Now this one. There we go. Alright, so just these two. Because now we're going to connect another piece to this part. Before you loop anything else. The next thing we're going to connect right here you have, in order to figure it out, bend this outward. This is your outside border. You have this long border part, and then you have your middle part right here, which is this kind of cap band looking thing that it's wrapped around. Right? Don't worry about that one. That's going to be a marker for you to know where to do it. There's this one right here, and then there is one down here, and then there's this one that is right under this band that we just attached. This one would have been attached right here, but I didn't attach anything. So I'm going to go on to the next one over, which is the one in here. I'm still not doing the outside ones, I'm doing the ones on the inside. So there is this one that is being stretched, this one that's under, and then this one is right in the middle of this one, this long one, and this long one. So get the one in the middle. That one you'll be attaching right here. Whoops, sorry, right here. And now go ahead and grab the two loops that are on next, and those should be going to the side right here. Right there. Then grab this one and attach them here. So that's it for now. We're going to go on to this one. So the same thing. Fold this. Just don't stretch too much because you don't want to break your bands. Here's your cap border. This is the long one. This is the other long one that is right under the stretched band. So we're going to find that one in the middle, which is right here. I see it. It's these two bands. That one, stretch it over to here. Alright, now it's being stretched quite a bit, so just be careful. Go and loop these bands that are next, right here. And I'm going to push down so that way they don't fall off. And then these are next. Okay. Make sure you kind of stretch out these when you're looping out so that way they don't get caught on this and pull this even further. Okay, we are here now. We need to loop from the middle to the outside now. I'm going to go ahead and, it doesn't matter if everything else is here. Don't worry about that because we're going to be attaching as we go a little bit more. My next one is going this direction, and then this one which goes this direction. That's just the way that I did it, so make sure that they're not crossing, okay? You have to have your teardrops. Then this one, which goes to the inside, it's always going to go on the inside based on how you put them. Let's put this one back where it was. And the next two, which go to the outside. And that's it. Now this one. I'm going to grab the first two that go to the inside. And the next ones that go to the outside. And that's it. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do these two, okay? It doesn't matter which one you go first. But the one that you're always going to grab goes to the inside. And then the one to the outside. And that's it. So now this one. I'm going to grab the two that go to the inside. And then the last two which go to the outside. Alright. Okay. So now that we have a little bit more attached, we're going to attach more pieces from our brow to this part. Okay. Now, we're actually going to grab, you see this long one that we didn't do? The next one we're going to do is this one. Okay. This is the one that starts heading toward the inside. That one, you're going to stretch over here and then grab these two. Connected there. Actually, I'm going to loosen it up so that way. There we go. Now the next one's to go up. And that's it. I'm going to take these out of my peg so that way the tension is not there anymore. Same thing right here. I'm going to take these out now. And right here, okay, there's my long one. So I'm going to do the one on top of it, this one. That one is going to get attached all the way over here. Careful when stretching. So go ahead and loop these two. And push down. And now these two. Alright. I'm going to take these out also so I can relieve tension. Just carefully. Not these yet because you still need to connect this right here. Okay. We're almost going to attach our ears. Alright, so we should be okay. The next part, we're going to do this one and this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do those now. The one on the inside goes first. And then to the outside. Here, the one that goes to the inside. And then the outside. Now I can take these out to relieve tension. Okay. So it's kind of helping us a bit. This one, well, I guess we can leave it there. Or if you want to take it out, it's not bothering anyone. Doesn't really matter. Okay. We are going to attach our ears here and here. And here and here. Yes. Okay. So the next part will be to do the middle part right here before we attach our ears. So go ahead and grab the first two. They go this way. And then, yeah, the last two go this way. Then over here, you're going to grab the first two, only the first two, and then connect to the inside. And I'm going to put this back so that way it can, there you go. Don't do these yet because we haven't attached right here. Let's go this side. Grab the first two that go to the inside. And there we go. That's it. Now let's go ahead and get our ears. First thing you want to do is put your hook through that hole where the bands are holding the ear in place. And I can take my band off now. I don't need it anymore. Okay. So there's one ear. You're going to go from this side. And it has to face, the black has to face forward. So see how the blue is on the back? So this one, you're going to grab the bands and then stretch it so that way they come out a little bit. And now you're gonna go ahead and pull it through the hole and now connect it. So there's one ear. Alright. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. So go ahead right here. So you notice how I went through the inside. Okay. So I went from the back. So again on this one, I'm gonna go from the back of the ear. So this is the front with the black and the back. So now you're gonna go ahead and go through and take this band out. Okay, so just like that, right here, go ahead and grab those bands, pull them through, and connect. Now again, see how your ears are like this now? The black is right here, and the blue is back there. Okay. Now, let's continue. So this part now. We're gonna grab the first two. They go in. The next two up here. Over here now. First two. And the last two. Okay. Now in order to connect our next ear, we have to start from the middle again. So this next part, we're actually going to connect part of the brow, so that way, of course, this can continue holding on to something. We've already connected two rows. And we were right here. From here, okay, we were on this row. This would have been, whoop, come on, focus. See how this one is being stretched? This would have been our next row. So now we're going to go on to this one. This one right here. And this one is going to be right here, which is the next one because that one's not looped. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab the first two that go to the inside and loop it. The next two and loop that one. Alright, now this one. So again, this one's the one being stretched, see? So it's not this one, but this one. Again, go ahead and put it just like that. And loop the one that goes to the inside. And then to the outside. Okay. Alright. In this case, we can already do the one right here in the middle. So let's go ahead and do that one. I'm gonna grab the one that's on top, which mine goes this way. And then put this back over. Then the next two right here. Now that you've done that one, let's go ahead and continue going to the outside. So right here, this is the next one, because we have to do these two. So we're going to do, obviously, the one that goes to the inside, then we're going to attach our ear. So let's go ahead and grab the two bands. There we go. And stop right there. Let's do the other side. Right here. we go. Let's go ahead and attach our second part of the ear. From the back of the ear again, you're going to go ahead and put in your hook. And then take out that band. Now I'm going to go in, grab those last two bands, pull it out a little so I can have enough leeway to go in, pull them through, and then connect back on there. And now your ear is connected. Let's do this side from the back of the ear. Make sure you're going correctly on your ear. Take out that band. Yeah, well, it already broke, so it doesn't matter. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna use my pen. It's gotten a little too tight, so I need my pick to help me remove it. There we go. Alright. Now, I'm going to go back inside here, grab the last two bands, stretch it out a little, and pull them through, and connect it. Alright. Okay. We're done. So now, since this one's already been done, this has to be done next. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to attach another part onto it. Now that that part is attached, we're going to grab this one, this next one that is going across. That one's going to go right there. And I mean, I guess we didn't have to put it right now, but oh well. There we go. Right there. And then this one. Right there. And then we're going to attach another piece. After. Let's attach this one first. And then this one. So right here, the one that goes to the inside is next. This one. We'll go there. Let's do this one. The one that goes to the inside first. Outside next. And then right here, inside first. And then the one that goes to the top. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect these two. Right here. And right here. The next ones will be these and this one. Now we're going to go ahead and attach one part to here. The one that we're going to attach, if you see, there's that section goes here, and then this section that goes right here. You're going to grab this section, but the one on the bottom. So if I turn it, it's not this one, but this one. Grab these two bands. You're going to put them right there. Same thing right here. You're going to grab, there's my holding band. So not this one, but the one after. This one. These two will go here. Okay, so you're going to connect them here and here. Now let's go ahead and loop those. I'm going to loop first the ones that go to the inside. Then the outside. Now the other side. Oh, I got too many. There we go. And right here. Okay, all right. This last part will be connected here, but let's go ahead and do this one, these two first. Okay. This one has to go back. There we go. Alright. Now that you did these two, we're going to do these. But now you're going to connect this part where your holding band is at. This is going to be a little tricky because you have to put your hook. You have to put all these right there. Alright. So if you want to do it while the band is still on there, that might help. So you can make sure. Okay. Okay, I can see that something is wrong. Something that I can see right here there's a band that is being pulled to a different location. This one belongs over here. Okay. Alright. You're going to need to do some inspecting. So make sure you check it's on there correctly, because once you do this, it may fall apart on you. I'm just going to go ahead and take out the band, because I can easily be able to catch anything. And I can see that it looks fine to me. So I'm going to attach one section first. There's a lot of bands here, so you need to pull with your fingers carefully. You don't want to break these bands. There's a lot of tension going on. Oh, come on, this one has to go back. Right here. I'm going to pull this out now. It looks like I got it in correctly because nothing's falling apart on me. Now I'm gonna do the next one. And again, I need to pull with my fingers because I do not want to break the bands, or you can loosen it up. Okay. Because there's a lot of bands right there. All right. Now this part. So again, if you want, sometimes what I have done is taken part of it apart and I've just put everything through. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna go through all the sections that band is going through. There, and these are the last two. Alright, so now I went through all of them. And I can tell I went through all of them because my thing fell out. So now I can take this out. This is where I'm at because there's nothing looped. So I'm going to grab, actually, I'm going to put them on the peg. And carefully because I do not want it to fall off. Alright, now that they're all on there, now I can go ahead and loom in peace. Kind of. I need to put my bands back on the peg and loosen it up. Okay, now I can put this back on there and put everything else back on the peg. Okay, this right here. Remember to be careful, you don't want to break your bands. Whew, alright. Now, let's go ahead and continue doing everything from the inside. So these two first. And then we're going to do our border. Now the middle one. Oh, there's one. I need the other one. Okay. Don't do the middle one. That one's going to be the very, very last one. Let's go ahead and finish this all the way to the top. And then this one all the way to the top. Okay. And this one. Now this last one right here in the middle. And I'm going to use a band again to put a slip knot. Now take the entire thing out. Be careful, there's some parts that may have a bit of tension. Okay. Alright. Here's the next step for Blastoise. Time to shape them, so you just want to go ahead and cup this in and then bend it to the back. So this will be the head piece, the next part of the head. So your ears, you kind of just want to go ahead and make sure that they are in properly. Right, and now the eyes will be next. Let's just show you what he's gonna be ending to look like. Right, looking a bit like a monkey. All right, the second part of this will be to add the eyes with the rest of the head part. We're gonna go ahead and continue on with the blues for now, and then we're gonna create the eyes. Starting from the midpoint here, we're going to go outwards and then go down once and then go inside. Same patterning. So one in the middle with the double bands, okay? And then double bands again to the side. Extend your sides. And then go in. You can extend the sides again. Then go in. And go in again. This isn't really a big project, so I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit more. Okay. And I'm just gonna extend one more time. And then go in. And then to the middle. Alright. I'm gonna go down on both sides. And we're gonna go in. And in right here. And continue working your way inward towards the middle. Going one side and then the other. And one side and then the other. And go in again from the bottom. Keep working your way in. Alright. Now we're going to go in again on the sides, making our way towards the middle, okay? Do that. And then work your way in first before you extend. Now we're going to extend, so we're going to start to close in. Keep working your way to the middle. Extend again. And here. Right here. Right here. And then do your point. Right here too. You're going to need a cap band there. Actually, do we need a cap band? You know what? We're not going to put a cap band there. What we're going to do instead is going to attach one part here. But first we need to make our eyes, because we need to make sure our eyes are complete. So we're going to be making an eye just like this. And in order to be able to do that, you're going to need 3 whites, 1 black, and 1 brown. You can choose whatever brown color you want. So 3 whites, 1 black, and 1 brown. In this case, I'm choosing the brown from the camouflage color, because it's not any of the browns that I chose for my shell. So it's a different kind of brown, but you can choose whatever brown you want. Since Blastoise has brown eyes, or you can do red if you want them red. The first thing we're going to do is coil up 1 white band 4 times on your hook. So it's on there 4 times now. You're going to get the brown one now. That one's also going to go 4 times. And the black one. That one's also 4 times. See how they're all on there 4 times? Now you're going to grab your 2 white ones and transfer these onto those 2 bands. Okay. Alright. First thing we're going to do is just go ahead and I'm going to leave my eyes right here for now. And I'm just going to leave the other one on my other hook for now, but I mean, like, I just need something to put it in so I can use 1 hook. Okay. We're going to be attaching our eyes on this peg and this peg, but after we loom them. So the first thing we want to do is grab your snout. So this is my brow and your nose, okay? You're going to flip over your brow so that we can see the back part of your snout, okay? And you're going to pay attention to the inner parts where these bands are holding. those you're going to put your hook through and take out that band because you don't need it for this part. Alright, so right here I'm going to put this in that middle one, but I'm only going to put the first two. The back two are not going to go on yet because I want it to go a little bit even. So I'm going to put the first two on here. And the back two, I'm going to put them on this peg for now. And push down so that way it doesn't fall off on you, okay? Next we're going to do this one. So go ahead and put your hook through the bands. Make sure it's going through all of them. Okay, now it's going through. And take out the band. Be very careful these don't fall off, okay? So again, you're going to do the first two on top of this one. If you want to use a second hook to help you, you can do that. I'm going to grab those two, put them on here. Now I'm going to grab the two that I left on this peg, put them on here. And now I'm going to grab the last two that are left on this one and put them on here. Okay. You want to push down so that way it doesn't fall off on you, okay? Because you don't want them to fall apart and then the whole thing will mess up on you. So be very careful at this part. So go ahead and loop quickly. So I can see that this one's the top one, so I'm going to grab those two. Loop that up here. Grab the next one. Loop that up here. Okay, so now it's secured a bit. So I'm totally fine with that. Okay. Now to add our eyes. Okay. So our eyes will be placed on right here. So the part that is going to be placed on right here will be the one that has the black closest to it. I'm going to put okay, there we go. Your black is going to go on the inside. I don't need this band to get in my way, so I'm just going to move the snout out of the way like that. The first part I'm going to do is add this part onto here. Okay. This part, go ahead and just leave it on another peg. It doesn't matter where, as long as it's out of the way. Just don't put it anywhere on the blue side. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and loop this. So the ones on the inside always go first. And then this one is next. Okay. This time I'm going to go ahead and attach this on actually no, don't worry about that yet. Let's go ahead and do the other eye. I need this to stay still, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my hook right there so I can kind of hold on to it. Okay. My black is going to go on the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and put the black one on there. Nope, only one of them got on there, so I need both bands. And then this one, I'm just going to go ahead and lay it out over here. And now time to loop. The ones on the inside go first. Next one. Okay. Okay, now this part, I'm actually going to start attaching some parts of it now. Okay. Trying to remember what I want. Okay. This is going to be a little bit difficult, but seeing as how I'm trying to remember to make sure I'm doing this correctly. There is it's going to be a little bit hard. I'm not sure if you guys can be able to tell. There's this part right here that goes under your under your ears, and then you see the straight part, and then it curves in. This part we're going to be putting in our eyes through. So you have to actually go from the bottom part of those two bands. Well, it should be two bands. Actually, there we go. There's two bands. Okay. Since you're going to go from the bottom, I may need two hooks for this. So with your other hook, you're going to be placing this on your hook. Okay. So go ahead and grab your eye, the back part of it, put it on your hook, and now you're going to pull it through and put it back on this peg right here. And you're gonna have to loop. You're gonna have to move this carefully out of the way so the eye doesn't fall off, and loop the inside one first. You may need to be careful with this so your bands don't break, and then loop this one. Alright, so there's one. Woo! Okay, now the other one. Again, right here, this bottom part, there's right here where the ear is at, there's this one that goes straight, and then the one that goes to the inside. These two, from the bottom part, you're gonna stick your hook through. Grab your other hook, get the end of that eye, and put it on your hook right here. Pull it through, and then place it on the peg. Carefully push this back. Keep your finger on here just in case, so that way it doesn't fall apart on you. Okay. You're going to loop this one. Oh, and my eye is coming out, so I need to put it back on there. Only one of them got on there, so I need the second one. There we go. So put this back on the peg and do the other one. Okay. Now we need to do this one in the middle. That's totally fine that we didn't do it, because it's going to be getting secured by these 2 points. So I need to go ahead and finish looping that. And now let's go ahead and secure it by doing these points. This one and this one. So now they're all being secured here in the middle. And go ahead and do the ones that go to the outside. So this one here and this one here. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna do the one right here also in the middle, since we can. So go ahead and do this one also right here in the middle. So these two have now been done. And that's all for now. So far, okay, that should be looking like that. Now we're going to start connecting some of these parts. So it's going to be stretched a bit. Actually, we're going to connect on the next one. So go ahead and loop these two, and these two. Okay, so the ones that go to the inside go first. Loop that there. Loop that there. Next one over here. Loop that there. Loop that there. And let's go on to the next part. So now, let me turn it this way. We are at that point where this is our ear, and then this is the straight part that is right under the ear, okay? You see how this one's being pulled? We have that straight part, and then we have this kind of band that is right in the middle. You're gonna grab those two. That one's gonna be right here. It's gonna be quite a stretch. Right. So actually, let's go ahead and hold that for now. Let's loop the ones on the inside first. So these two. On this side and the other side. So do the one that goes to the inside first, then the one that goes to the outside. I'm gonna pull this back again. This one right here. Do the one that goes to the inside. Then the next one. Okay. Before we continue doing the other ones, let's go ahead and loop these two right here. So we're going to do the ones on the inside. And then the outside one. Right here, the one on the inside. The outside one. And now do this one in the middle. So do the one that goes, the first two on top, and then the last two. Okay. Doing well so far. So you should see that all these have teardrops. Okay? Then you know that you're doing it correctly so far. Now let's go ahead and get the one that's stretched out, since you stretched out already. It's this one. And put it right there. And go ahead and loop the first two that go to the inside. Right there. And then the ones that go on top. Alright. The other side. We may need to go ahead and let go of this one carefully, because you don't want to have it take out anything else. And if you want to push down, so that way the bands don't fall. Actually, let's see if we can be able to finish this side. The next piece, we're going to be attaching right here in this point. And that one's going to be, see how this one's being stretched? The next one up here will be the next one that's going to get pulled. So the next one in the middle, these two right here in the middle, will be placed here. Actually, before we do that, I keep forgetting we need to do these now. So let's do the ones on the inside. And then this one. And now let's go ahead and put the two and loop that one in. And I'm gonna let it go so I can relieve some tension. Be careful. There we go. Now loop these two. The one in the middle, sorry, the one that goes to the inside is going to be first. And then this one. Now the next one, you see these two in the middle? This one and not that one. These two are being right in the middle. So go ahead and put those right here. loop that to the inside. And now we're going to go ahead and do these. So the one that goes to the inside first. And then the next one. I'm going to relieve some tension by taking this out. Down here too. I'm going to relieve the tension there. And around the eyes also. And right here in the middle. And then I'm going to relieve tension here and here. And be careful because you still have these. And that's it, okay? Actually, let's do this one too. That should be enough to release some tension so that we can do this side. Alright, again. You see how this one's being stretched out? The next one over right here, those two in the middle, you're going to grab and stretch it out to here. Go ahead and do this one. And this one. Before you do the next one, let's go ahead and start looming the inside one right here. So this one's going to go first to the inside right here. You may want to push down with your finger so that way they don't fall. And then this one, oh, let's put this one back to here. I'm going to continue looping this one here, and then this one to the outside, this one here, and this one to the outside. Okay, now relieve tension by releasing these two. So now you know that this one's the next one. So go again. The next two that are available, which are this one and this one. All right. These will be stretched onto here. And go ahead and loop the bottom two. Be careful, I may need to use my fingers for this one to pull, so that way I don't break my bands. And loop it. Now I'm going to do the next one, which are these two. And loop that up, the bottom two. Okay. I'm going to relieve tension by taking this one off, taking this one off, and taking this one off. And I'm holding my finger here so that way nothing falls out. Taking some of these out from down here too. Alright. We are at this point. The next one, this one's being stretched, so I'm going to grab the next one here. This time it's getting a little bit more difficult to figure out which two are the two that I want, so I'm just going to grab two random ones and do this next one here. And this will be the last one for this side. Now we're going to do the last one for this side. So right here, I'm going to grab the next two here. Put them here. And loop. Oh, I'm getting way too many bands, so I need to make sure again that I'm grabbing the bottom two. There we go. Alright. Now we need to loop this one here in the middle. grab the first two that are going to your angle. For me, it's the ones that go to my left, this side. Need to put this one back on the peg. There we go. Now grab the next two. These go to the right. The middle one we're not going to do yet because we need to do these. So these first. Second. And final one. We have our secure spot right here. That is totally fine. We're going to put another one right here, okay? And now we can take out the entire thing. I'm going to do it from the bottom. Alright, time to fix the eyes. Because right now they are kind of crazy looking. So this needs to be cupped in. You can push in if you want, and then this needs to be pushed down. Don't worry about this, because this is going to be connected all to its neck. So we really don't mind that. I'm going to flatten out my head a little bit so that way I can gonna be pushing from the brow. You see how I'm pushing like this? I'm gonna adjust my ears because I want it to look a certain way. All right, okay. I need to keep adjusting my eyes because this part is coming out a little funky. It's all just adjusting and adjusting until you have it where you like it. Right. Because in the end, you're gonna have your Blastoise like this. So I guess another thing you can do is you can move some of these brown ones up to the other side of the black. That way the black is right in the middle, acting as a pupil. I'm kind of liking that better. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I'm just going to grab two of the brown and move them over to the other side of the black. by pushing the black to the inside of it. Alright, yeah, I'm liking that so much better. His eyes don't look cross-eyed anymore. So that's good. Okay. Alright, cool. We're going to be extending the rest of his head. Okay.